Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Geoguessr. We are doing Romania today, a 3-minute time challenge, and a map by Sagittarius 998. Now, Romania is known for its very wild history involving vampires. But we're not going to talk about just any old vampires. For example, we're not talking about these guys. No, gosh, no, we're not talking about these guys. We're not talking about this guy, Blade, from the Blade series by Wesley Snipes. No, we're going to talk more about maybe the idea of Nosferatu, the guy who hit the switch in SpongeBob. Now, all of these were all inspired by Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impaler lived kind of in this area and killed a bunch of people. And there are rumors that he drank people's blood, which led to what we know as vampires. That history right there, that makes this place very unique. Now, it does look like we have some town names. I do want to know what the top part of this is. I feel like that's probably the bigger city. But we do have 3 places we could try to look for. Now, what else do I know about Romania? I believe it is the most religious country in the EU. I may be wrong. It might be Hungary. But I'm pretty sure Romania, well, not the EU, but in Europe. I'm pretty sure Romania has the highest belief in God. Now, this looks like it's a Bible school. If we didn't already know we would be in Romania, we do have the Romanian flag, which definitely would help us out. Now, those cities, I feel like those are probably going to be the most important. However, we don't really know too much about Romania. We don't end up in Romania very often. And that could be our downfall. For example, I thought this was going to be a sign that told us a road number, a road name, and just happened to be a fucking bus stop. Now, we do have those 3 town names we can go back and look for. Bad news is there weren't any markers on them to let us know how far away they were from where we could be. We definitely were in a mountain or a hilly area, but I believe that doesn't help us with anything. We don't know the geography of Romania. We don't know what to expect when it comes to trees. We're kind of going in blind. Now, I'm going to go down here. I don't know why I'm going to start down here. I know Bucharest is their largest city. It's probably safe to start guessing around there. But we didn't find any real hints in the first round. And actually, 139 miles. That isn't too bad. We kind of are on the right latitude, but no, right longitude. I don't even know anymore. Right latitude. All right, but we're over here. You guys were able to get pretty close. You probably found a road number. We were unable to, or we didn't know where to look correctly. Ooh, this feels... alright, right? Full disclosure, doesn't feel like Romania. I would have guessed somewhere in Africa. And I think it's the way the grass is on the sides of the roads. Kind of feels like it's a nice, warm, temperate area where you wouldn't expect too much water. And maybe I'm judging. Maybe I'm judging pretty hard. But I don't see this. I mean, we've come to this conclusion quite a few times now, where we don't expect certain locations to be in certain countries, even when we know it's Romania. Like that, red, white, and blue, immediately. Even if I knew that this isn't French, I would be like, alright, we're probably somewhere near France. And Romania, let me tell you, not very close to France. Now, it looks like we're not finding too many road numbers. And we've been heavily reliant on it. 701, I'm guessing. If we could find 701, that would be great. But, the fact that it's a 3-digit number probably means we're going to be out of luck. We could follow the 7s. Because I'm finding like 67B, which kind of looks like a 3-digit, but it's not. But it looks like the 7s go to the 72s, go to the 72As, and here's 720. So all the 7s are kind of near each other. 702. Can I find 701? Can you just please help a brother out? 703. So other way. 701. All right. And then that looks like a name of a town that's 3 kilometers away. But the issue is I can't really make it out. Maybe you guys have a better chance, but I can't see that. I can't make that out. It looks like it starts with an S, and we're close to a Calcutta, and that should be east of us. So let's just pretend that's Calcutta. We could try to find another marker, because maybe we'll be able to read a different marker, but we know we're on 701. That is probably the best thing for us. And for some reason, I figured let's just follow the 7s, because that makes logical sense to me. And I believe that follows some of the road systems in the Nordic countries. Even though this has nothing to do with that, usually these road systems are pretty similar. There was another mile marker. It looks like an S. It looks like an S and then an A. So I think this is Calcutta. I feel like, and that's 2 kilometers out. I feel like that's a pretty good guess. We might be somewhere else, but I can't really read what it's saying. So we're left to our guess, and it ends up not being Calcutta, but it's Silista, which I think it looks kind of like this one right here. But that's just not being able to read it. This is also 701. I just figured it was a different Calcutta. I don't know. Wow, we weren't even on 701, but I should have probably guessed up here. Theoretically, if I thought I was correct. But 23.4 miles isn't a bad guess. That's bringing us back up above 2,500, which at this point is probably going to be our base. If we ever get below 2,500, you guys can yell and berate me and tell me I'm the biggest idiot you've ever seen. But it's pretty highly unlikely, knowing especially that we're in a certain country, that we're going to get below 2,500. Now, obviously, the goal would be to beat you guys every time. However, there's always going to be some things that prevent us from doing that, whether it is poor guessing, which is probably going to be the biggest case, or the lack of exterior knowledge. Like, you guys want to see all these countries. I'm guessing a lot of you want to see the country you guys are from. So you guys would definitely have, a little bit more knowledge about the road system, the layout, the town names, the language, etc., etc., etc. I would love to be able to beat Debray in Hungary, for example, right? Like, I would love that. If I could beat Debray in Hungary one day, I made it. I made it. Now, again, this location doesn't feel like Romania. Now, I don't know what I expect Romania to feel like. I guess I have all these images from all these vampire movies in my head, especially like Nosferatu and Dracula and all that, about like a heavily mountainous area with deep valleys where it's hard to travel. And here we are in the middle of a little lake on the side, a little river, I guess, with wide open plains. Like, it's the complete opposite from what I would imagine it. Now, there's also the Transylvania game, which was recently actually put into a Netflix series. If you guys haven't seen it, it's not too bad. But again, heavy, tall, mountainous, pointy peaks, and nothing really else. And here we are in the middle of a giant open plain. Now, we haven't really found any row numbers. We haven't found any signs to tell us town names. We know we've probably gonna end up being somewhere in a remote little area, but I don't even know where to guess. That's kind of cool. These kind of people look to stick out in their neighborhood. And again, since this is a very religious area, I could imagine them being like the people who decorate over the top for Christmas. You know the people, right? Like the normal average person puts up like a Christmas tree, some wreaths on their front door, maybe a few string lights on the outside. But the people go over the top. They go way over the fucking top, and you don't know what to do with that. It looks like we're going south to Bucharest. I can't even see what that even says. It's too worn down, but there's a B and an A, and it ends up being a little bit more north, so 50 miles. So I don't know what that was trying to tell us. We were going towards a B, but the people who go over the top, right? You go to their house and their entire front lawn is decorated with blow up fucking snowman statues and fucking Santa Claus and the reindeer, and they all light up and they all move, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Calm the fuck down. Those kind of people. That's who I imagine have painted blue and red walls. Maybe you guys have painted blue and red walls. Do you go over the top for Christmas? Ooh, we got a fire over there. But that could be the slash and burn technique. It's an agricultural thing. It would make sense, especially if you're near the end of the season, getting your fields ready for the next planting season, which, based on the crop grow, we're probably coming around that area. Now, I don't know too much about farming. I've never been a farmer. I don't have anyone in my family who's a farmer. But you figure out a lot of information. Now, it looks like we're in a town called Fintesti. I'm gonna pronounce that S as a silent. And this reminds me of fucking Russia, doesn't it? Maybe that's just me. We're probably entering a new county. I don't think that's the right way to say it, but that's what it would be called in the United States, is county. But yeah, that's like an old school Cold War relic. So I'm wondering, because of that, if we're near the border of the Ukraine or Moldova, right? Because this used to be a part of Russia at one point. Maybe the old school Russian thing keeps it kind of close. The influence, man. You could have influences. I mean, granted, the entire country could have been influenced by Soviet Russia, but I'm feeling probably near border, right? That would probably be the smartest, safest bet. Now, that doesn't actually mean that's where it's going to be, but based on what I can only determine is insider knowledge. I don't even know if it's insider knowledge. It makes the most sense to me. Now, maybe it's just me. We haven't really found too many road numbers. We found that first one that was 701, and that was a little stone marker on the side of the road. So I have been trying to keep my eyes out for markers similar to that, but it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of markers here. And maybe I'm just spoiled in the United States, and I've said it before, and I'll probably say it a few more times. We really overmark our roads. We really do. And maybe I'm just so used to seeing exactly what road I'm on, exactly what mile I am, like, consistently. Like, even the smaller roads, like the county roads, I think there's a sign every mile that tells you what county road you're on. Wait, are we coming up to, like, a drug bust? Are these cops? What? So 4 kilometers, and then Garagu is 7 kilometers. We could try and find these areas, but since it's written like this, it's making me feel like it's definitely unofficial. Makes me wonder if maybe it's the country, if the country doesn't have the kind of wealth to put up official ones, because that looks like it's fucking spray painted. And it's all the way in the south. Ooh, that's... See, now, the only thing we really had going for us was that sign that reminded me of Russia. Which, that doesn't tell us anything. Really, it really doesn't. That was a guess that we would probably be near an old place that was a part of Russia, the Ukraine. I don't even know about Moldova. I don't know if Moldova was ever Russian. But I figured a border area. But it ends up being further south. So that definitely unexpected for me, at least. This road we could probably find a number on. This feels more of a government road. We do have another Romanian flag right here. And then we have Filiasai. I've definitely pronounced that wrong. You guys are probably laughing right now. Let's see if we can't find that. That's going to be 160 kilometers. What? It's not even here. It's not even here. Come on. No, it's got to be a major city. Why would it be 160 kilometers if it's not a major city? The only thing I can think of, hold on, hear me out. We're not in Romania. Well, Filisai is not in Romania. That's the only thing I can think of. Where else the fuck were No. No, come on. 160 kilometers. Give me something. Give me anything. No? Nothing? God, we're going south, so it's gotta be towards the south, right? Alright, we're looking south. So it's gotta be south. It's gotta be fucking south. If it's not fucking south, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Well, here's Petrosani, and that's 29. So that's better that we found that. So we gotta be probably up here. So where's Filisai then? Unless that's what they call Bulgaria? There's no way. There's no way. Because Petrosani, 29 kilometers. South of us. South of us. Can we find a road number? Or even whatever this is. Baru. Are we by a place called Baru? That probably is the town or the village we're in, which is right here. There's no way that this, from here to here, is 20 kilometers. There's no way. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no way that Baru's right there. And then, because we're coming into Baru, and then here's Petrosani, and then Filisai. Where the fuck is Filisai? I don't even know why I'm so concerned about it. We know we're in Baru. We know we're in Baru. We find the road. This feels probably more like an official road. I see these stones still. Looks like it's on Route 1. Where the fuck is Route 1? There's no way we're on a Route 1 near Baru. Because here's Baru. We know we're in Baru. And it's 66 and E79. There's no number 1. So I'm thinking that means we're in a... That's probably a mile marker, I'm guessing. E79, that's 500 meters. We're already on E79. We're 65. Here's 66. We're out of time. I think we're in a good spot, though. If we're not, I'm going to be mad. Yeah, it was a little bit further back. Where's... Oh, here's 65. Look how small that was. We would have probably never found that. But at least we were able to find Baru. That was a good one. 3 miles. That brought us up to 10,000, which makes me feel a little bit better. We've been doing good with 10,000. But that second to last one, where we guessed the north instead of the south, that kind of threw us off. But look how close they all are together. They're all in the south. We've been noticing this. We really have a clumping of these locations. Now, this isn't an official map. Does that mean there's more street coverage in the south of the country than the north? Because we didn't even go past the Romania name, and that's probably the halfway mark. So it definitely is interesting to see. But let's check out the full results and just see how great everyone did. Ionica came in first place. What the fuck happened to my map? What happened here? Is this just new, or is it a different thing? Razvan coming in second at 19,934. Aphelion in third. Makes me feel a little bit better that Aphelion, who normally crushes us, isn't doing as well as these other two people, who I'm guessing are Romanian, especially if you're getting 24,376 points. Razvan maybe has some ties to that. Look at that. Look at that fuck up. And then Screenshot the World coming in last at 6,841. But more condensed than I was. But I do hope you all enjoyed. We're going to be moving on to bigger and better things. Don't worry. I'm not going to tell you what to expect. I want you guys to be surprised next time. But I do look forward to seeing you guys all then. Have a good rest of your day. And bye-bye.